Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Monique Agbo and I upload Instagram and lifestyle content on this channel. In today's video, I'm going to teach you all how to make this bow hair accessory as it is in the video. So if this is your vibe, let's get right into this tutorial. To make these elbow accessories, you need your satin fabric, you need your hair clip, this is what I got, you need your hand needle and your pins. That's just all basically. So let's proceed to the cutting and making of this bow accessory. So the first thing I'm going to do is to place my fabric this way. As you can see, I'm going to make sure that the length is 9 inches, so I'll mark it like this. And I'll make sure that the width is 15 inches. So I'll do the same thing on this side too. Mark out 9 inches so it can be equal. Let's make sure it is 15 inches by 9 inches. So I'm just going to connect the points together with my ruler. So after connecting the lines together, the next thing I will do is to just cut it out. So after cutting it out, this is what I have. So the next thing I'm going to do is to fold it like this in total. So from this point, I'll just take half an inch and stitch it. This is what it looks like after I stitch it with half an inch. So what I'm going to do is just to flip it over to the right side. So after flipping it over to the right side, this is what I have. So instead of ironing it like this, I will just do it like this and make sure that this middle stitch is in the middle. Then I'm going to give it a very nice press. This is what it looks like after I've already ironed it. You can see. So I'm just going to place it like this on the wrong side. Then I'll fold it like this and like this. You can see the way I folded it. Fold it like this. You fold it like this. So you should have something like this. Can you see? The difference should just be ½ inch. It should be laying on this second one with ½ inch this way. So what I'm going to do is just to run a stitch on it like this. I'm just going to sew it like this. Remember, you're sewing it on this. Don't sew it together with this. This is what it looks like after I've already stitched this in the middle, as you can see. So the next thing I'm going to do is to flip it over to the right side like this. So the next thing you're going to do is to take your hand needle and make sure you double the thread. So you just watch carefully as I do it. So I'm going to start folding it like this, like just gathering it basically. So you can see you should have something like this. So I'll just take my needle and just start piercing it. So I'm just using the thread to secure it very well so it can be firm. After securing it like this with the thread, I'm just going to tighten it like this so it doesn't get loose. Then I'm going to tie it very well numerous times like this. Now tighten it very well. Then after that, I can cut my thread. This is what I got. So we're going to proceed to the next step. So the next thing we are doing is to mark out the length and width of it, and what we're making use of is 15 inches. So we're using 15 by 15 inches for the length and the width. So I'm just marking out the 15 inches like this. So the next thing I'm going to do is to connect these points together. This is what I got after marking the 15 by 15 inches. So I'm just going to cut it out. This is what I have after I already cut it out. So the next thing I'm going to do is to flip it like this. Just take a look at me as I'm doing it. flip it over like this, and you should have something like this. The next thing you want to do is to take half an inch and stitch it round. So because we want to turn it over to the right side, we have to leave a small opening to turn it, flip it over to the right side. So if I'm using this side, you can use any of the two sides. So take for example, if I want to use this side to flip it over to the right side, as I'm stitching, I can just come down by 2 inches like this. So I'll stitch to this point, then I'll continue from this point and stitch it to the end, so that this little opening, I'll be able to flip it over to the right side. This is what it looks like after I took half an inch to stitch it. So the opening I was talking about, this is it, as you can see. So the next thing I'm going to do is to flip it over to the right side with this little opening that I left. So this is what it looks like after I flipped it over to the right side. So the next thing I'm going to do is to iron it very well. But before I do that, you can decide to give this opening here, you can decide just to stitch it like this, but I'll prefer to use hemming gum. So this is what my hemming gum looks like. So I'll just cut a little piece like this. Can you see? Then I'll place it inside like this. So we iron it. So by the time I iron it, this place will be closed. I don't want to see any stitch on the side of my bow accessory. So this is what it looks like after I've ironed it, and the area where I fit the hemming gum, this is it, you can see. So everywhere is closed and neat. So the next thing I went ahead to do was to fold it like this and iron it just to get the middle line. So what I'm going to do is to fold it like this. Can you see how I'm doing it? So can you see? It's giving already. So all I have to do is to take my needle to tack it. This is how I'm going to tack it. Please look at me. So I'm just going to pass the thread like this. The way it is like this, I'm just going to roll the thread this way around the ribbon just to secure it. Can you see? And it's already even given. So I'm just going to roll it very well so I can secure it. So the next thing I'm going to do is to bring out my first ribbon that we did like this. So I'm going to put my thread, I'm going to place it this way. Now put the ribbon like this, the first one. You can see it is well aligned. So I'm just going to take the thread like this and roll it together. I'm going to make sure that it is very tight. So after rolling it like this, I'm just going to tack it and tie it very well so it doesn't lose. So you can see the way I'm doing it. So I'm just going to tie it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to make it very secured. So I'm just going to cut out the excess thread. So can you see the accessories is already coming out together? Next thing I'm going to do is to cut out another strap. So for this strap, we're making use of 2 inches by 6 inches. I'm going to connect it like this. Then I'll cut it out. So this is what it looks like after I've already cut it out. So I'm just going to fold it like this into 2 and take 1/4 inch and stitch it like this. After stitching it, this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to flip it over to the right side and iron it. So this is what it looks like after I've already ironed it. So I'm just going to place it like this. I'll make sure it covers this thread stitch. So like this. And I'll flip it over to the wrong side like this. So can you see how it looks like? So what I'm going to do is to take it to my sewing machine like this and stitch it. Guys, it was not easy for me to stitch this part with my sewing machine. It was very rough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make use of my hand needle and stitch it very neatly. So after unstitching it, this is what it looks like. So this excess, I'm just going to cut it out. The remaining part, I'll just tack it with my needle. The bow accessory ribbon is coming out very nice. You can see I already went ahead to tack it, and this is what it looks like. I'm almost coming to the end of this tutorial. So the next thing to do is to fix your hair clip. So I'm just going to flip it over to the wrong side like this, open it this way, now fix it inside. So this is what it looks like after I've already fixed my hair clip on it. So you can see it's giving. So we've come to the end of the tutorial. Please, if you like this tutorial, please give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, share this video with your loved ones, and turn on your post notification bell so you can know anytime I upload a new video. See you in my next video. Bye guys.